Having seen about variables and data types, the next step is we have to form arithmetic expression using those variables, constant, or variable and or constants. Here we can simply form an arithmetic expression so that we can solve some simple problems. In this presentation, we are going to discuss about different arithmetic operators that are available in Python programming, and also the rules that has to be followed in writing an arithmetic expression with a simple program. Now, having seen about the variables and numeric data types, next thing we have to see is how to form a valid arithmetic expression. Now, what is an arithmetic expression? It is defined as a collection of variables and or constants where each is separated from the other by some operational symbol. Now here we are saying it as expression. Expression is defined as a collection of variables and or constant where each is separated from the other by some operational symbol. As far as Python is concerned, there are three types of expression. One is called as arithmetic expression, another one is called as logical expression, and the third one is called as relational expression. Now, depending on the operator that are used between the quantities, we can define the expression as arithmetic expression or logical expression or relational expression. If arithmetic operators are used like multiplication, plus, minus, like that, then it is called as arithmetic expression. If it is greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, not equal to, this kind of symbol is used, it is called as relational expressions. Now, if it is the quantity, the value of the quantity is going to be true or false, if that kind of thing is used, then it is called as logical expression. Now, here we are going to see only about arithmetic expression alone now. Whenever there is need, we will discuss about the other kind of expressions. Now, arithmetic expression. Arithmetic expression is one where we are using arithmetic operators between the various quantities that are involved in the arithmetic expression. Now let us see the arithmetic operators one by one. We are using plus, minus for addition as well as subtraction. These are two important arithmetic operators. The examples for addition and subtraction is 6 plus 7, a plus b, a plus 7, 10 minus 6, a plus 25 minus c, mark 1 plus mark 2, amount minus expenses. Here, two numeric quantities are added or two variables, the value of which is given will be added. A plus 7 is variable plus some constant. Similarly, subtraction. And also, as we know, mark 1 and mark 2 are nothing but two different variables. Amount minus expenses. Amount is a variable, expenses is variable. If the value of those variables are known, we can perform the subtraction also. This is simple addition, subtraction. Next is multiplication. Now, A star B. It is multiplication. Two variables are multiplied, the value of which is known. So, if A is 5 and B is 3, we will multiply 5 and 3. If A is 10 and B is 12, then multiply 10 and 12. If it is some fractional values 1.5 and 3.5, then we will multiply that. So that is represented as A star B. Similarly, 10 star C, some constant as well as a variable, the value of the variable is known. Then two constants, 125 into 36. So price into item numbers. Here the value of the variable price as well as item numbers are known. In that case, we can multiply these two quantities also. Next, we are going to see exponentiation before we discuss about division. What is meant by exponentiation? Exponentiation is nothing but a same value is going to be multiplied a repeated number of times. Then we can represent it using exponentiation form. Now A double star 2, it is nothing but A into A. XY is a double star 5. So that is XYZ into XYZ into XYZ into XYZ into XYZ. That is XYZ is multiplied with the same value 5 times. Here XYZ is a variable name, single variable name, the value of which is known. A to the power of m, it is nothing but A into A into A etc. up to m times. 8 double star 3 is 8 into 8 into 8. So that is the thing. It will compute the value and store according to the thing. So if you want to do any arithmetic operation, we have to use the sum operational symbol. Exponentiation is the other operational symbol. We are going to see next as the division operator. Here, when two quantities are divided, we will get an integer part as well as decimal part alone. In certain cases, integer part alone. In certain cases, decimal part alone. Now, we may be interested in integer part alone sometimes, or decimal part or the remainder alone certain times, or entire value. So depending on that, we can write different statements or different operators can be used for that kind of operation in Python programming. If I put 36 divided by 5, the result is 7.2, as we all know. Similarly, A by B, it will divide the value of A by value of B and give the result. It will give integer part as well as decimal part. Similarly, the value of total cost as well as item price is known. It will divide total cost by item price and give the value with integer as well as decimal part. Let us assume that when a particular number is divided by another number, I want to find out whether it is exactly divisible or not. To check that, when we divide that, we have to get the remainder. If the remainder is 0, then it is exactly divisible, otherwise it is not. Now, how to get the remainder alone when you are dividing a number by another number? For that, we are using this modulus operator. When you use this operator, it will get remainder in the division. So, the example is if I divide 375 by 6, the remainder is 3. Similarly, when 3 is divided by 4, the remainder is 3. So, percentage sign is used as a modulus operator. It is used to get the remainder in that particular division. If you want to get the quotient in that particular division, we are going to use double slash. Double slash is used as a quotient operator. So, if it is used, then it gets the quotient when a particular division is performed. 375 double slash 6 is 62. 3 double slash 4 is 0. So, it gives the quotient as 62 as well as 0. So, these are the basic arithmetic operators that are used in Python programming. So, when there are two quantities, either variables or constant or variable and or constant, then it should be separated from the other by some operational symbol. which we have described so far to perform some arithmetic operation. Now, if we know the arithmetic expression, then we can straight away write an arithmetic statement or an assignment statement. That is, if it is equated to some other variable, it will perform the operation according to the arithmetic expression and store the value in the variable name shown on the left hand side. So, if we know this, then we can write some simple program. Now, let us give one problem which you can try. That is, a student with register number 10865 has secured 89 marks in mathematics, 74 in physics and 91 in chemistry. We have to find out a program to be written to find the total marks. You try that, then we will discuss about other complex problems, because these are the important things one should know to learn about Python programming. So that basic things we have discussed so far. Then we will start discussing about the various complex statements that may arise in a particular situation. Based on that, other statements which are available in Python can be discussed. Thank you.